I like I just again go from angry and now I'm laughing. Like I don't get it. I just don't get this team. They're so bad. Hey everyone, welcome to Post to Post. My name's Neil. Today we're going to talk about some Buffalo Sabres, and it's not going to be a very happy conversation. Let me preface this video by saying, if you're new here, I'm a Montreal Canadiens fan, okay? Yeah, I'm wearing a Sabres hat. There's some Sabres jerseys in the background. I think there's a Flyers and Pittsburgh jersey over there. I collect jerseys, I collect merch, but I'm a Canadiens fan, all right? And I watch all the Canadiens games. And there are two other teams in the NHL that I've been watching quite a bit of this year. The Minnesota Wild and the Buffalo Sabres, for very different reasons. I've been watching a lot of the Buffalo Sabres games because they are so bad. And that sounds like an odd thing to say or an odd thing to do. But it's the truth. And I'm watching because, not because I hate Buffalo. I do not hate Buffalo. I do not cheer for Buffalo, but I do not hate them. I love Buffalo fans. And I want to see Buffalo fans see their team have at least some kind of success. And by success, I mean success is relative, right? But by success, I mean maybe make the playoffs. And not maybe make the playoffs as in, oh, it's a weird year. We're going to let 24 teams in the playoffs. Oh, Buffalo's 25th. They almost made it. I'm talking about like legitimately almost making the playoffs or making the playoffs in a normal year. Let's consider this year normal. I guess you could consider this year normal for the Buffalo Sabres because really nothing has changed from the past decade. Couple of years where there were some promising things happening, but really in the last decade, it's been pretty crap. And it's worse. It's worse than it's ever been before. And I go from being angry to and then laughing, and then back to angry, and then laughing, and having some just like. You just look at the team and you can't help but just laugh at it because they're so bad. And Buffalo Sabres fans, I am sorry if you're getting offended by some of the things that I have said and I'm going to say in this video. But I'm genuinely angry at the team. I am angry at the situation that they are in because I feel like it's preventable. Like this Buffalo Sabres team on paper is not this bad. And some of the players are way better than they have been this year, and even last year as well. So I want to break some things down for you. And if you don't follow statistics, then I think you're going to find some of this stuff really interesting. So let's just break down a couple of stats, okay? Face-offs. For a team that's at last in the league, having trouble scoring, you might think, well, they're probably not that great in the dot. They're probably not winning a lot of draws and having a lot of possession. You'd be wrong. They're 10th. In the league in face-off percentage, 51.6. It's actually pretty good. Shots against per game. Okay, well this one's a little bit worse, but 19th. They allow 30.9 shots against per game. That's basically average. Between where they are in 19th and 8th, I think is maybe 2 shots in the difference. So that's quite average. Penalty kill. 14th. They're in the top half of the league. 80.3%. That's decent. Power play. They're 6th. They're 6th in the league. 26.8%. Goal differential. 30th. They're at minus 36. Goals for. 31st. They've only scored 58 goals. Goals against 94. They're 24th in that category. So on their special teams are actually pretty decent. On most NHL teams, guess who controls the special teams? Not the head coach. It's usually the assistant coach. So that segues me into the main topic of conversation here is Ralph Krueger. Some of the decisions that he's made are just I can't help but laugh because I don't get it. Some of the players that he scratched in certain moments, some of the players that he's putting on specific lines, and some of the line combinations, I just again go from angry and now I'm laughing. I don't get it. I just don't get this team. They're so bad, and it makes me angry. It makes me angry. I should not care this much about the Buffalo Sabres being this bad, okay? Like I said at the beginning, I'm a Canadiens fan, okay? I get plenty frustrated at the Montreal Canadiens, let me tell you. But I have not been this frustrated with the Montreal Canadiens, my own team. So why am I getting so upset at the Buffalo Sabres? Because I think it's preventable. Like, there are things in Montreal, there's injuries that happen, and there's injuries in Buffalo too. I'm not saying there's not. Obviously, there's some big ones. But I'm just saying that there is a preventable situation, I think, in Buffalo, from a player's standpoint and from a management standpoint. You can say what you want about the owners. I've been there. I've done that video. I'm not going to rehash that. You know my stance on it. But Ralph Krueger, he's got to go. Like, he has to go. Putting Skinner on the fourth line, scratching some of the players, including Skinner, and just putting players out in odd situations for certain face-offs, and just not even face-off, just certain situations is just like, what are you doing? And even some of the players, like Rasmus Dahlin, has been so bad. Like, it's like watching a car accident. Like, you want to look away, but you can't. And that's kind of why I'm watching Buffalo. I just want to see some kind of life from them, to see if they actually get better, to see what they can actually do to improve the team, to maybe turn it around and just not be last place. Maybe be 30th in the league instead of 31st. But it's not happening. This Sabres team in the last 10 to 13 games has been one of the worst NHL teams that I've seen play in the last 20 years. Like, it's so bad. So let's just talk about some of the players on the team. Dahlin, defensively, just I don't know if I've ever seen a worse defensive player lately than Rasmus Dahlin. Just no effort, stupid plays. And it makes me angry because he's such a talented kid. Skinner, a goal scorer that you're paying a lot of money for, and what's he doing? Well, not much, and he's also not being utilized that great either. So not only is there a player issue there, but there's a situational management issue there as well. So that Skinner situation is just really frustrating just in itself. Even if the team was playing average, the Skinner situation was still frustrating. Taylor Hall. Why did Taylor Hall sign in Buffalo? I mean, really, like, why is... there's no way that Taylor Hall finishes his year in Buffalo. There's no way. Why would he? Why would he waste a year? No offense, Buffalo. Okposo, I used to really, really like him a lot. And I don't know what happened. He would play such a physical game. He's not really that big of a guy. He's, I guess I would say, average size. But he played a big game. He was always physical. He could contribute offensively. And he has done nothing, absolutely nothing recently. Carter Hutton, who's my favorite player on the team, by the way, is laughable. Absolutely laughable. And it hurts me to say that because I really like him as a person. And I liked him as a player prior to him playing for the Buffalo Sabres. But he has really, really struggled. He let in a goal the other night. It was shot from the blue line. I think it was on a 3-on-1. And he fell over to his side. He just, like, tripped over his skate or his whatever. He just, like, fell over like a mailbox. You know, when someone drives by and hit the mailbox with a baseball bat and just kind of, like, falls over. That's what happened to him, but no one touched him. Very frustrating. I think that Ralph Krueger should be fired. Like, that is completely obvious, okay, in my opinion. But I think there should be more that's done. And I don't think you should make any trades. I don't think you should do anything super drastic. But I do think that you should look down below at the AHL. Who do you have? Well, if I'm not mistaken, it's the Rochester Americans. That is the Buffalo Sabres farm team. That team is, I think, doing, I would say, average in the AHL this year. Cherry pick some guys. I don't care who they are. Whoever you want to choose off that team and bring them up and let them play and see if they actually want to play hockey. Because 90% of the players in the Buffalo Sabres just don't seem to want to play. And maybe they don't want to play for Ralph Krueger, or maybe they just don't want to play at all. I don't care the reason. It doesn't matter to me. Bring some guys up who actually want to play And if those guys don't want to play, bring up different guys. You want to go down to a previous or a league underneath the AHL, the ECHL, the QMJHL. I don't care where you pull the guys from. Go down into your system, bring them up, and find some people who want to play hockey. Because what they're doing right now is not playing hockey. It's crap. Last year, they drafted Jack Quinn, 8th overall, if I'm not mistaken. I actually don't have the number down written here, but I have his name. But if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure it's 8. Please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. It was 8th overall. What does he think? Well, he gets drafted 8th. He's like, holy crap, I went top 10. That's amazing. Like, my career has just begun. I can't wait to see what happens. I'm an 8th overall. That's incredible. But you get drafted by Buffalo. It's just like, okay, well, they got Jack Eichel, Taylor Hall. I don't even know if Taylor Hall was on the team at the point of the draft. I don't think he was. But still, Jack Eichel, there's lots of potential there. Feeling pretty good. And then, I can't even imagine being Jack Quinn in the AHL and then watching the Buffalo Sabres this year, knowing where I'm going. And knowing that maybe there's nothing you can do about it. Even if you go to the Buffalo Sabres and you play 110% and you are one of the guys who want to be there and want to play, it doesn't matter because the 20 other guys on the roster, if they don't want to play, too bad. Like, you're SOL. There's nothing you can do other than give your best. And one player can't win a team or can't win a game or a championship. Not even Connor McDavid can do that. So if I'm Jack Quinn, I'm worried. Like, I'm genuinely concerned. And the fact that Ralph Krueger has not been fired yet speaks to the above management even more. And that's really where this cancer culture, this losing culture stems from, in my opinion. And I'm angry for the Buffalo Sabres fans. I'm genuinely angry. And I see a lot of people saying, relocate Buffalo. What are you talking about? Buffalo's not going anywhere. Like, the Buffalo has some of the most loyal and incredible fans in the game, and widespread fans as well. The Buffalo Sabres aren't going anywhere. Where are they going to go? Quebec? Okay. There's 15 other hockey teams that would relocate prior or before the Buffalo Sabres would. Like, it's not going to happen. If the Buffalo Sabres relocate, I will shave my head and sing "I'm a Little Teapot" in a video. Okay? It's not happening. Right? It's not happening. So just squash that. Like, just don't even have the conversation of Buffalo relocating. It's not the issue. Okay? You can relocate the team all you want. I don't care what you call the team. I don't care what jersey they wear. They're still going to have the same players. Okay? And that's the other thing. Okay? If you're a Jersey fan, they're the team with the best uniforms. How can the team with the best uniforms be the worst team on the ice? That's not how it should be. So that's another whole frustrating aspect. But I'm just, as a Canadiens fan, as an outsider looking in, watching the Buffalo Sabres play, and just feeling so incredibly bad for the Buffalo Sabres fans, I can't even imagine how they feel. I'm a Canadiens fan and I'm pissed off. How do you think they feel? So I don't know the right answer other than to fire Ralph Krueger and try and start over and try and create a new culture with a new coach. And, what else can you do at this point? There's nothing else you can do. You have to do it. So I can't even believe I'm making this video at this point and saying fire him, because he should have been fired months ago. But anyways, I digress. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think of the Buffalo Sabres. Let me know, and I'll give your opinion and tell me what you think they can do to try and improve. Because I got nothing other than fire the coach and try and spark some life in the organization. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day. I would love it if you could hit the subscribe button down below, hit the like button, and I'll catch you later. Adios.